Could maybe use some rest. Was bound to happen, really. I shall procure all the fishes. The power of night.
The heavy sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
Responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can. You hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
Suggest you hurry in there, lad. Talk later. Let's not keep your father waiting.
Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again?
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself, at least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibilities. Well, what is the latest explanation for your tardiness? Lost track of time admiring the courtyard view? Perhaps you were recuperating from your martial training. Achilles is not prone to holding back.
I'm sorry, Father. I just overslept. I must have overslept. How am I even supposed to know exactly when to be here? I mean, every moment, every day and night here, it's all the same.
It's not at all the same. The hue of Ixion's green light takes on an obviously lighter hue when it is time. You're an embarrassment not just to me here, boy, but to this entire operation. Now get back to work.
Right.
The training lacking prince's efforts to administer approvals to the judgment terms ultimately leave a lot to be desired.
That is not...
Supplies on all the desks in the administrative chamber must be carefully maintained and neatly placed in a specific way, which the forgetful prince has not yet memorized in full.
Ugh.
Incorrect.
A litany of complaints submitted by restless shades across the underworld must be evaluated, organized, and processed. But Prince Zagreus does not even know where to begin.
Can't understand any of this.
That's not correct.
Reviewing lists of claims from shades with grievances is a very important service of the house, or so Lord Hades once attempted to impress upon his willful son.
Can't understand any of this.
Wrong again.
Prince Zagreus must have some favored tasks in the administrative chamber of the house, but surely none of them include the tasks demanding his attention here.
Correct.
Do you not remember anything I taught?
A steadily updated ledger of the house's income in the form of brilliant gemstones, diamonds, darkness, and the like is merely one among the prince's least liked aspects of his work.
I'll do it later.
No, wrong.
Disorderly Prince Zagreus gazes upon the endless stacks of parchment paper, each containing work details to be registered and neatly organized, and starts to feel his optimism fade.
Oh, it's faded.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
Too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the goddess of wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again, or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
At least I can't be late for that job anymore. Who needs sleep?
Hey, never felt a cut like that before. Time to give that thing some work, I guess.
Myself.
You call that a hit?
Again. Hello, Lord Ares.
Would that I knew the goddess Nyx myself, my kin. So many of my wars are waged by night. I am most grateful, and I wish her well.
Violence. Who's next? My weapon's hidden talents. That's it. Nice. Good for the health. show you. All right, let's catch some fish. Now, I win this round, fish.
You would be wise to heed my words next time, and fear the consequences of eluding me. Death can be most unpleasant, as I'm sure you know.
Well, that's just it, Master Thanatos. I never was terribly fearful of you gods, if you'll forgive my saying so. Far as I can tell, all of you seem to have your struggles much like mortals do. A fear of death aside.
What would you know of the struggles of gods? Now you have eternity to think on what you've done. Maybe I'll check again with you after another eon or two, see if you've learned anything more.
Ahoy, what's new afloat?
Hey, sir.
Princette, just missed your stern-faced colleague. Feel that stillness hanging in the air? Sounds like he won't be checking up on me again anytime soon.
Thanatos really isn't such a bad sort once you get to know him, sir. Though I suppose you'll have to take my word for that.
Oh, I believe it, Highness. I should think that bringing death must be a lonely job. Perhaps you ought to try pushing a boulder sometime. Sure, here you go.
More darkness.
May you get out of here this time.
What now?
I've tolerated your impudence for long enough.
Father.
Decidedly below my expectations.
There we go. Gods grant me strength.
You don't have to listen to a word I say, to be quite honest, but my huntress blessings ought to help.
Couldn't agree more, mate. Here's the fee. Can't get rid of me, Meg.
Well, Zag, any last requests this time before I send you home?
Let's see, how about a swift and painful death? Would that be possible?
Be cheeky all you like. You'll get exactly what you asked, and nothing more. Beg me for mercy, fool. In the name of Hades. Love of darkness. Dodge this. Sisters.
I did it. Some darkness.
Do bathe yourself in magma when you get to
Next
Aspecto.
stop, Asphodel. Keepsakes hold power. Should help. The gods won't mind. Let's go up. Hot up here. Crushed. Has to be the last of this lot. You like that, you gods?
Message from Olympus for you, boss. It says, it sure is nice up here upon this mountain, not having to escape the underworld. Come join us soon, won't you?
Now here goes. Where now? A welcome sight. Moving on. gods. I hear something.
Death is inevitable. I got the message that you need assistance, Zagreus. All of you, prepare to die again.
Hope you don't mean me.
But I want you to come home voluntarily. It's not just you swept up in all this nonsense now, and I know you didn't ask for me to get involved, but what did you expect?
Fan, home is never going to be the same for me. There's no use trying to pretend. I have to go.
You don't have to do anything of the sort. You have no idea how good you've had it here. Maybe someday you'll come to understand.
Pleasure doing business. Always hits the spot. You touch me, and I shall have your head. Don't come back.
Just as we were finishing cleaning up Elysium,
closer. Look who. Once rearming. Don't come back. Always a pleasure. Nice and steady. Who's next? Look what I found. Stronger still. Not had enough yet. Which will keep me going. Just tidying up a bit. Yum. Powered up. gods.
Evidence, perhaps, that we have some immortal stuff in us outside. You. Be gone from here. We've nothing to discuss.
Thanks, sir. Strongbows. Good enough to eat. Better blessing.